Aloha everyone, this is Hawaii's Pickle Lady. Today I'm going to make a Filipino dish called sinigang. It's a sour soup made sour by using tamarinds. And sometimes they use fresh tamarinds or dried tamarinds, but this time I'm using a mix, which is a lot easier. So first of all, I have some belly pork, which is about 2.5 pounds or so. I cut it up into pieces, and now I'm going to put it in a pot and kind of brown it a little bit. And this is a favorite of Filipinos. They have it for almost any occasion, and it's very easy to make. It's full of vegetables, so it's very healthy. So I'm going to brown the pork and get out most of the fat. If you don't want to use belly pork because it's too fat, you can use other cuts of meat. Sometimes they also make it with beef or chicken or other kinds of meats. The pork is nicely browned. Now I'm going to take it out and I'm going to pour out most of the fat. And you have to be patient. It probably took about 15 minutes or so to get it brown and to rid most of it of the fat. I've seen people do this, but they don't drain out the fat. I don't like all of that. Okay, I'm pouring out most of the grease. Leave some in to saute the onions. Okay, maybe about a tablespoon or so. Now I'm going to saute one onion that I cut up, and it's in kind of wedges and cut in half again. So we want to brown this. Now some of the remnants from the pork is stuck on the bottom, but don't worry about it. When we pour the liquid, we can scrape it all out and make it part of the gravy. Now I've sauteed the onions. Now I have 4 tomatoes. 2 of them I'm going to cut kind of small and put it in with the onions. The other half will be put in later. Okay, this will make some gravy. I'm going to put a little water so it doesn't kind of burn. I can scrape up some of the bits from the pork, and that'll add a nice flavor. But you don't want it burnt. Okay. Now I'm going to add in the pork and try to not take the rest of the grease in there. Mix it up. Now I'm adding 8 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, and a package of the tamarind soup-based mix. And I'm going to bring it to a boil and cook it for about ½ hour or until the meat is soft. Okay, the meat is soft after cooking about ½ hour. So now I'm just going to add the veggies. First of all, about ½ pound of each vegetable, more or less, okay? So I have here some turnips, some daikon, put it in, and some eggplant, the long eggplant, which I soaked in water so it won't get all brown, and some taro. You can use a big taro or the small Japanese one, which is called araimo, but this is the big one that I use. Some okra, some beans. You can use the long beans, but I didn't have any, so I just used regular string beans. And some sweet peppers. This happens to be the shishiro, the Japanese type peppers. Just mix it all up. bring it to a boil, and we cook it until the vegetables are cooked but not overly soft, maybe about 10 minutes or so. The vegetables have been cooking for about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to add ung choy, which Chinese call it, or it's called swamp cabbage or water spinach. You can use other kind of vegetables too. I'm going to add the rest of the tomatoes, the 2 tomatoes that are cut bigger. And we're just going to cook this for about 5 minutes till it just kind of wilts. Just going to push it down in the liquid, let it cook. I can smell it already. All the colors and the flavors in here. Now the food is done. Now I'm going to try it. Here's some of the pork. Very soft. And there's a lot of veggies in here. Try some of that with the okra. Everything you can taste, and it's a little sour, but not really sour, but just a pleasant taste with the broth and everything that was cooked in. So if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Mahalo for watching, and thank you so much.